Hey Megan, how you doing? All right, looks like you're going for the fashion illustrations. Okay, that's great. So we've got the onesies, the rompers, and the jumpsuits. Really interesting approach here. I think you've really developed a very interesting approach. I think it's really thinking out of the box. I can safely say that there's a very high likelihood that you will have the only poster that has to do with this subject matter, specifically jumpsuits, rompers, and or onesies. So really interesting job. Good job thinking outside the box there. So let's go and jump over to the sketches. I think the sketches are good. The one thing I don't see in your presentation is your target audience. So let me just go through this really quick. I've read this, but it's always 40 fashion. Good job giving history and some research. Great job there. And then 70s jumpsuits created most of this. Three fashion trends have. Yeah, there's no mention in target audience here, and that's really important. And to a very high degree, as a graphic designer, one of the most important things you can do is define that target audience, and that makes sense because it really assists you in determining the best and most proficient way to communicate with that target audience. If you don't know who your target audience is, it's going to be impossible to communicate with them, right? Conversely, the more you know about your target audience, the more effectively you can communicate with that target audience. So I would like to see a target audience defined in each of the three posters. Okay, so the posters themselves, good sketches, good job. I think that we're a little bit lacking in information here because this just says find your beautiful. The other two are okay. This one says jumpsuits are back and better than ever. All right, 2018, and then I wonder why that says 2018 instead of 2019. But anyway, so you have jumpsuits are back and better than ever. Then you have this onesies for the whole family. And that kind of describes what's going on here. I would like to see some supplemental text, as these are basically looking like they're advertising. So it's not necessarily informational. I think are these promotional? Like you can have promotional, advertising, or informational, but you haven't really stated what these are. So I'm guessing they're advertising for these clothing products. Transmade, come back and all. Yeah. So we really need to define the rest of the information in these, and you know that the more defined a sketch is, the more it's going to assist you in the project. It's also going to assist your creative directors and your art directors, and ultimately the client. You want to show a client these sketches should be as close to the final piece as possible, as should all sketches, really. I'm not talking about they don't need to be sketched out. We're not looking for the next Rembrandt sketch artist. Basically, we're looking for intent, and I think we've got that here in all three pieces. But we don't. There's just a little bit of information, written information that's missing. For example, find your beautiful. Find your beautiful. What? Where do you find it? What's the call to action? Do you see what I'm saying? So you really want to define everything to the nth degree here in your sketches. Leave no questions for the viewer when you show sketches, and quite often that could involve labeling of sketches and maybe, say if you're not exactly sure about what the promotion is or what the advertisement is, maybe just put the placeholder text down there and label it saying, text to be determined or something like that, so that at least your viewer knows where the text goes and what the intent of each piece is. All right. So that said, good sketches, by the way. So I think that either way, either one of these three is going to work. I like this. I think this is going to be really fascinating with the whole family there, kind of in those fashion poses with their. And I'm wondering, the one thing that you didn't mention in your writing is, are you going for fashion illustration style here, or are you going for just traditional digital illustration? So let me know there. And as far as moving forward, please choose what the direction you feel has the most potential and pursue that. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to let me know. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much.